Hey guys, it's Longridr, and today I thought I'd bring you a basic spawn tutorial. I'm hoping this kind of cuts down on some of the spawn killing, which will still happen no matter what, but it'll get rid of those spawns spawning right next to each other and making things miserable for you for the rest of the match, and we know how that can be. So first things first, we have the blue team and red team spawns if we're in team deathmatch. And for deathmatch or team deathmatch, we have the spawn point multi, which is basically anyone can use this spawn point. It's like a shared spawn point. And as far as the red and blue, the red team has red spawns, blue team has blue spawns. And they're not initial spawns. They do stay active the entire match, so you don't have to worry about them just being initial spawn points for each team, which would be nice to have an option like that, but they don't have one in this. So a few basic rule of thumbs. This is a no-no. You don't want to put two spawns facing each other. You want to have at least some cover in between, so that way it's not an immediate spawn kill fest, just craziness. You want to try to avoid this as much as you can. So I've placed a few walls here, and this kind of turns it into an acceptable layout, because they'll spawn and be able to run straight ahead while still having cover between the other spawn points. So that way they have a few inches to move before they start getting wrecked. I've put together a small map layout right here of what I usually do for my maps and how I kind of spread the spawns out. So basically, I'll have it so the red team has this side to spawn on, while you can also use all these spawn points. So if the blue team pushes over to the red spawn, they won't spawn at these anymore. They'll spawn kind of where the blue team spawns. It'll go back and forth, that kind of thing. Because if you take out all the shared spawns and just have the red and blue, there could be some major spawn camping had down at each end. Unless you do, if you've seen the Ubi recommended maps, they'll have like a little ramp that you can choose a different way in, which is viable, but then you have those people who will sit in the beginning just to get the arcade progression points and not do anything and like get no kills throughout the match and make the rest of the team do stuff, which is not good. This type of layout keeps everyone active. You have your spawn points spawning in cover. Might not want to put it there, but so if they spawn, they can immediately run forward without worry of hitting something like an obstacle. They're all semi-protected, none are too overpowered, and I did put these signal flares out resembling maybe power weapons and where I'd place them. So you have the strong red one in the middle that everyone will fight to, like a rocket launcher or a shotgun for a small corridor map like this. And then you have the other red ones, which might as well be a shotgun, maybe a sniper for quickscopers, because it is a one-shot kill in this. And then the green flares would be something like assault rifles or SMGs, something like that. Now, if you were to do a deathmatch mode instead of a team deathmatch, I'd just replace maybe 5 of these red team and blue team spawn points, or all 6, and then put 1 or 2 spawns on each side to kind of simulate the deathmatch playstyle. So this is my work in progress. It's called It's Godzilla. It's a team deathmatch map, and I might make a single player and a deathmatch variant, maybe a few different single player, but the map is a pretty large map. It has a few different ways to go. Originally I was thinking I'd have air, land, and sea, but I might just have to do land and sea because of the rooftop issue. But there's 2 different sides. One side has a Japanese temple, and one side has like a Tokyo streets area, and they both kind of meet in the center, like at the bridge. And then you could either choose to take the bridge, which is like a pretty open, lots of combat, no doubt, or you could take the water, which should be pretty easily accessible to get to the other side. I'm probably gonna have 4 boats and 4 vehicles, and this bridge is pretty maneuverable with a vehicle. I have a ramp to kind of like go over it, and you could drive through it if you want. Either way, I think I'll have the blue team spawn over here in the Tokyo streets, so I'll just throw all my blue spawns down right here, hopefully not too in the open. And I like to get maybe 5 or 6. Let's say, put one more down. So we'll get 6 blue and 6 red on each side. So I'll throw the red ones over here. Alright, I got my 6 red and 6 blue spawns down. So now I will turn on object icons so we can see what we're doing even better, and place the shared spawns in some decent places, hopefully not in a too revealing spot so you don't get spawn killed or sniped right off the bat. There's 10 spawns over there for shared spawns, and now I will do 10 over here to try to even it out. Looks like I just barely hit the maximum number of stuff in my map. So I'm going to have to go through later and try to rectify that problem. Well, there we go. 32 spawns placed down, and this is my usual method. I just try to find a place that would work so you don't spawn and die instantly, unless you get unlucky and end up spawning right next to someone who has a gun pointed at your face. So hopefully I've avoided that situation here. I might add a few more spawns if I see fit, maybe in the middle here, but I kind of want to leave that open for a power weapon of some sorts and for vehicle travel, so you're not spawning and getting ran over immediately. Some other things to note with spawns: you don't want to put them too close to the power weapons. I think I went over that, but I want to stress that. You don't want someone spawning and picking up the rocket launcher immediately and just destroying everyone. So make sure wherever you place the weapons, which these ones are not final, I'm going to probably go through and fix them up, but yeah, just try not to make it unbalanced in any way if you can avoid that. That'll be it for this tutorial. I hope I helped you in some way. I guess I'll see you in the next video.